Hey there, my name's Eric Schwenk. I'm a trustee in the village of Mundelein. And welcome to Mundelein Minute. Who are you?
I'm Kara. I'm also a trustee in the village of Mundelein.
All right. And now we'll skip back to where we were. Well, welcome to the first episode of Mundelein Minute of 2022.
I had to think about the year.
This is episode number 20 something. And I always
Four?
forget 6.
20. No, did we hit 25?
No, I think
24.
you're right, 24. All
Because
right.
we were going to celebrate 25.
It's 24, 25. We're right there.
No, if it's 25, we have to have like a big party.
Well, if it's 25, we'll just rename it 24B.
You should, if it's 25, put like streamers on it in post-editing.
Okay.
Because you edit a lot.
I don't edit very much
I
of
wish.
these.
I asked him if he could like edit out my dark circles and...
I don't edit. I don't edit Kara at all. I edit me. No, I'm just messing. I don't edit this at all.
No wonder you looked ripped in this video.
I trim some stuff, on the ends. If
Could you trim my double chin?
I can't do any of that. No, this is not Photoshop. Video editing is not as forgiving. You are way off to the side today.
I think you just have to... I always sit in this position.
Well, I can't get too far that way with the camera, or
Hi.
else that whole shelf will like.
No,
Why don't you
I feel
like
like
sit on the couch?
I am.
All right. Anyways, we are talking about the village board meeting last night, January 10th, 2022 at 7 p.m. Before we do, I'm just going to throw out there that this is my house and cameras and microphones and all that goodness. And no taxpayer dollars were used in the distribution or any of that or the creation. Also, there is...
Wait, who are you?
Well, we'll get there. Hold
you're
on.
gonna get there? Okay.
Yeah, there's 3 kids. There's a wife. There's a bird. There's 3 cats. And it's, 5:35 and my awesome wife is making fish tacos upstairs, which happens to be right above us in this old house, so it might make a little bit of noise.
Normally we record this in the mornings.
Yes, it's
so
usually much quieter.
I feel like I'm gonna be off.
Yeah.
Because I am done.
Hey.
You can tell this is 5:36 at night.
Yeah, we're like slap happy in the end of the day here.
My kids go to bed in an hour and 20 minutes, so
I'm jealous.
countdown begins.
Well, I have to as well because I have to be up at 2:45 tomorrow. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yikes! Be careful. It's supposed to be cold. It's gonna be ice. Ugh.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So
Such a bomb.
last night, 7:00 board meeting. Everybody was present. We did the attendance, the Pledge of Allegiance, approved some minutes. There was actually no public commentary last
I thought
night.
there was gonna be some last night because there was like
Yeah, there
more
was a couple people there.
and I was like, oh yes, nothing.
No.
So please come and see us and give us your comments.
Yes, always welcome. No presentations or awards. No public hearings. Let's see. In the mayor's report, we had the commission appointment to the historical commission of. Sorry, my phone's ringing here. Trying to turn that off. How do I do that? There
Just
we go.
reject it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to teach you about how to use iPhones?
Right? Somebody needs to around here. So we had a motion to approve the mayor's commission appointment of Barbara Zander to the historical commission, and she was there and took the oath and joined the historical commission.
Yeah, super grateful to
and
have
as
more
she got
volunteers.
over to Peter Vadopoulos, he said, "We'll see
Don't
you on
forget the
Wednesday."
meeting.
Yeah, which is awesome. Archer Business Center, we dedicated some funds, so we didn't spend them. We dedicated them to matching funds for a grant. So in the grant world, if you propose matching funds, that definitely goes a long way towards
securing said
said grant. Yes,
grant.
that's a good way to put it.
And if we don't get the grant, then these funds go back into...
They go back into...
Yes,
Yep.
correct.
And we are not dipping into reserves to utilize...
No, this will come from some sale of property.
Which we have been all for.
Yes.
Yeah. Next up, we had 2 motions regarding relocation of overhead electric facilities, North Lake Enhancement Plan project area. That's a lot of
That's
fancy.
a big mouthful.
Yes, for burying power lines and other utility lines behind Lake Street frontage.
Yeah.
So where the alleyway is off of Park Street there, all of that has easement usage for parking. And
Also, that alley is in rough...
it's in rough shape, and the parking is all different because each property owner
has their own...
has
way
their
to-
own.
yes.
Yeah. And so the village went to the property owners a few years ago and had this plan to enhance that area.
Did this start in 2017?
I think it
2018?
actually started further than that because we voted on the easements.
Yes,
And
correct.
I remember I questioned it because I didn't want to spend the money out of reserves at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember Amanda basically pulling her hair out over how long it took to get everybody to agree to these easements, and if
These
this
new trustees are the worst.
right, and
And that was when our relationship with village staff began.
yeah, that's right. So we got the easements in place, but now we're actually going on and talking about the work that needs to be done.
And we now have like funds to do it.
We have funds coming from the federal government
Yes.
in the next
So
year.
that's, like,
So
a
again,
big-
we dedicated, we didn't spend them.
Correct.
And we are spending some money for the engineering part of the work now, but the rest of it will be done in time.
That's also due to probably budget surplus this year.
Yes, and that was said that
Yeah.
we are trending above the budget.
Yeah.
And that, we have those revenues available.
So now is the time rather than kick the can down the road even further.
Right. And I will point out that one of these items for the bearing of the power is actually something that all Mundelein residents are paying for, not just with tax dollars, but with an extra add-on to the utility bill, and they increase the kilowatt cost.
Yeah. So I called the village administrator Monday about it because I was concerned because we had done this previously for other areas.
Yeah, we did it
Maple-
for Maple, and we did it for the train,
Correct.
for the bridge.
For the village. So I was concerned that like we talked about this, it would like add on 6 + 3 + 3 + 6, and then you're like have this huge total at the end.
Right.
And I was informed that those will fall off and that they're paid off.
And from what I got last night, I don't know if this is full on the gospel here, but they only do one at a time anyways.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
So
one
once the project is like done, it's pretty much paid off.
right. The length of time that it takes for ComEd to get it done is the
Right.
length of time that they will be billing residents anyways.
Exactly. So I did the math, like quick back of the envelope math yesterday, and it works out to be $40 for the length of the project for an average resident.
Right.
So.
It's about $3 to $6 a month.
Right. So I just extrapolated 9 months, and the normal
Yep.
usage was $304 or $340 or something. So
Right.
it's $40.
Yep.
Anyways, so this like just goes to show that we don't take this lightly. Like I want to make sure. But
no, I really waffled on this last
So
night.
did I.
I really didn't. I
know.
don't like this. I've always been opposed to parking lots. I cannot stand spending money on parking lots. It bothers me so much.
'Cause
But
it's
I know
expensive?
it's expensive for what you get.
yeah.
It can be $30,000 to $60,000 for a parking space, and it just bothers me to spend the money. But I also recognize that area doesn't have enough parking now.
Right, and if it's now even, and then that doesn't calculate any growth that's going to come,
And
and like
we
how
know
frustrating
that
is it
there's-
going to be to like have that area be built up and then have pains because there's nowhere to park.
Correct.
That's what happened to downtown Libertyville, and then they had to
Mm-hmm.
build that monstrosity of a parking garage.
Correct. And I look forward to the plans, for that downtown area coming in and having the shovels in the ground for some of these residential projects. And I also look at construction costs are only continuing to rise, and I'd rather solve the problem at today's dollars than future dollars. So
Noted.
next up, we did an amendment to the remote participation policy. So this is the policy that in the
Allows
Open
us to
Meetings
call in.
Act, there's a provision that allows us to call in to meetings if we're not in town for certain reasons or unable to make the meeting for certain reasons. But in order to do that, you have to have a remote participation policy. So we've had a policy from 2003.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I think that's what the 03 on there stands
Yeah.
for. But we updated that policy today, or
Yesterday.
yesterday, and added some new language about COVID, about emergency declarations, and some things that had changed in the law from the last
then,
year's
yeah.
sessions. So that was updated. So moving on to Trustee Reports, Community and Economic Development Commission, or committee. Sorry, it's not commission, it's committee.
It's committee, yeah.
And we had a plat of vacation for Aleph Sausage for the AML campus too. So they are doing some reconstruction, some remodeling of buildings,
Sounds like they're gonna like
some big stuff.
some big,
Yeah.
big, like not just reconstruction.
Yeah, it's not really a
remodeling.
remodel. It's a big,
No,
it's a big thing.
It's a big thing. So.
But in order to do that, we had to vacate some easements.
Yeah.
So a vacation of utility and drainage easements. Yep.
But good news is business in town is growing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine.
Yeah. And sausage. What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just pumped over sausage.
Yeah, sausage is good.
All right, man.
All right.
You heard it here first.
Sheldon Woods outdoor warning siren. So we spent $41,661.59 for an outdoor siren that will be reimbursed by the developer. We are doing it this way because it's easier for the village to order and have it installed than it is for the developer to do it, and the lead time is much better for a municipality. Yep. Interesting stuff. Park Street area user license fee. So we've gone back and forth on this one for several months with staff.
Did we talk about this last meeting?
We did talk about this in the last episode.
Yeah, in the last episode. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew we talked about it in the meeting. Never mind.
And it basically comes out to $500 for the fee to use the space and $15 per square foot.
Right.
For those businesses to use that space.
And it's a fee, which means
that it's associated to an actual cost.
There you go.
Yep. Taxes are not. Fees are.
Life lessons from Trustee Schwenk.
Yep.
So what are the costs that we have in there?
Well, just the setup and tear down of the entire operation.
And
trash
removal, maintenance.
Trash is a big one. We hear it all summer long.
Yeah.
And
Russ.
Right.
And
so
by hearing it all summer long, we mean from my husband, who is appalled if the garbages are full on Park Street.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's costs.
There's costs associated with that. So
Russ.
All
right.
It's his birthday, so
yeah,
he gets to have complaining time, I guess. He's probably gonna listen to this Thursday morning.
Yeah, he's gonna be at the gym.
Just getting ripped.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Russ.
36.
36.
Can't get that ripped anymore.
Right.
That's when the dad bod just comes in strong.
Good luck, dude. I'm there. All right, back to the podcast. Public Works Committee. Nothing. Finance Committee. Yep. So first up was a reimbursement for Mayor Lentz. So these are always separated out if it involves any board member. Mm-hmm. And he took part in a rear yard fence build that was part of the Maple Avenue multi-use path. And part of that was a reimbursement. So there was $2,420 that was paid to him. And then the second part was the governing body bill approval. And
less than $1 million.
Less than $1 million for an entire month.
I know. I saw that.
So we always talk about that number, and
Kudos
it's $901,133.77. And that was from December 14th to January 10th. Although I'm going to point out, we are in the middle of the fiscal year, and the contracts renew in May, that's when we spend a lot more money.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yep. So it'll trend back up towards the middle of the year, and then come back down towards the end of the year.
That makes sense.
Yep. Honestly, that about wraps up the entire meeting. There was nothing for public safety, nothing for the building.
Blood drive.
Well, right. Sorry. Public
That's
Safety
public
Committee.
Safety?
There was no motions.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
But I forgot about him last meeting, and so
That's right.
I'm forever in trouble with the fire department now.
And that was like a month ago. Did he shame you for a month?
I think I'm permanently shamed.
Probably. Okay, so blood drive. Saturday.
Critical need.
Yes. So. Vitalent has been calling and texting me.
Oh, really?
Oh, my gosh. Eesh. They're in need of your blood.
Of yours?
Yeah, obviously.
I know that last blood drive they did exceptionally well, though, so hopefully the turnout is similar. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
And anything else? Nothing.
And then there was nothing else for public safety, building committee, transportation, nothing else under omnibus vote. The village administrator.
27 minutes.
It was, really quick meeting last night. And the majority of that time, the 27 minutes, we talked about the utility lines. Yeah, that was it.
Just rolling away. That's all we got.
So we're back on the normal schedule. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Yep. So that's what
I don't know. I was looking right now, actually.
24th.
5th would be 2 weeks from today.
Well, right. For the podcast,
yeah. No, I know.
But the board meeting. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Well, calm down.
It's 5:50 now.
It's 5:50, and I have to go to
Jewel.
You
better go get tortillas.
Go get tortillas for fish tacos tonight.
I better get home to put my kids to bed.
Good luck with that. That's the vacuum cleaner, the robot vacuum. That's up there going crazy. Told you, there's a lot going on in this house.
Have a good week.
Nothing
going on this weekend. You got anything?
No.
No, I know. It's January. It's like January gloom.
Mm-hmm. I can't even work on my project outside. It's just sit there. That's it.
Collecting ice.
collecting ice. Yeah, not even snow, just ice.
Yeah, be
It's
careful.
nasty out there.
That's it. See you in
All
2
right, be
weeks.
safe. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.